Hey everyone, it's Rosalind, a Southern girl. So yesterday, while I was headed out getting ready to run some errands, I got a call to come and pick up a license certificate, which ended up being so much trouble. But what I wanted to share is that I think that sometimes when we want to save our kids from some of the troubles and heartaches that we went through, we actually end up doing the opposite effect. So you need to let them see you have difficulties and go through different situations so that they can know firsthand that this is what happened with mom, this is what happened with dad, and I saw them make it through it. And so they'll learn how to build some internal strengths within themselves. So basically, I was getting a new license, and everything is new because we moved and we live in a completely different state and we don't know where anything is. So we went to the first place that we thought you applied for your business license, and they said, oh no, well, your address is in the county, so you're going to go 3 buildings down and that's where you apply. So we went to that building and they said, oh my gosh, who sent you here? This is not where you need to go to. You actually need to go to the next city because your where you live is actually right on the line. So no, we can't help you. So we've winded down the time. When I made it there, it was a little after 3, and you know, anything downtown is going to close pretty early. So by this time it's like 3:40 something. It's traffic. Traffic is horrible in Atlanta. Okay. So I did not know if I was going to make it. I'm frustrated. My kids are frustrated. And so we go anyway to at least know where it is so that if we have to take it on to day 2, we know, exactly where to go. So we get to the 3rd place and I asked her, where do you go to? Planning and zoning, business development. She says, you got to go downstairs in the basement. Okay, by this time it is 4:05, okay? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know that, this is pretty much it. So we grit and bear. We go all around the building, go down the stairs to get to the basement. We get to the basement in the planning and zoning department, and guess what they said? Who told you to come down here? Oh my gosh, they do that upstairs. I don't know what's going on. And I said, ma'am, you got to be kidding me, right? So we don't apply for the license here. This is not the right department. She said no, and I don't know why they told you that. So now it's like 4:22, and I am tired, frustrated, more than tired. I'm like, I know we're not going to make it before 4:30. So my son says, well, I'll run up there and talk to the lady or whatnot and kind of buy you some time to get back up the stairs, because there was so many stairs to get to their basement and from their basement. So he gets up there, and when I get up there, he has the application. And I'm wanting to blast the lady because, it was just foolishness, and I done went through so many channels and whatnot. But I didn't. But the look on my face said it all, right? So she says, I didn't tell you to get the business license downstairs. I said that was planning and zoning development. I said, ma'am, I asked you, where do you get the business license in this city, in this department? She said, yeah, well, I didn't hear you say that. I heard you say you needed planning and zoning and development, and that's downstairs in the basement. But in any case, this is the license, and you can fill it out, So anyway, it turns out that this particular city did not close at 4:30 like the other one did. It actually closed at 5:30, so I had like 27 minutes or something. So of course, I fill it out and pay the money. The fee was 5 times more expensive than the fee from where we moved from. Here, the tax is just so much higher. So a business license where I used to live was like 15, 20 bucks. Here it's like $115. And then the year has already begun. So there's no prorated amount. it's just what it is. So if the license is $150 and you come here in November, it still expires December the 31st and it's still $150. So these are just new lessons that I had to learn because it's so new to me. It's lessons that my kids learned. So I got the call, and then they said that they're going to put it in front of the panel and, you know, make sure that everything is everything, and they will let you know if it's approved. So after all of that, it's still not an instant thing that you just get a copy of the license and it's approved and that's it. Because the way that you're supposed to handle business is you need to have a business license or a privilege license to operate the business. And this is just monies that are imposed on you because of some reason unbeknownst to me. You just need to pay in order to run a business. I'm not sure exactly what that's all about, but that's the way that it is. So, it took 2 days and I got a call that it was ready. And so I took them with me again so that they could see that, yes, it was tiring. You're running all over the place. You're frustrated. You're getting bad information from one place to another, but there is an end all to the goal and you will eventually accomplish your goal. All you have to do is not give up. So my youngest daughter, which is 13, said, "Mom, this is crazy. Why are we doing all this type of stuff?" And I said, because this is what is needed. And you just keep going until you get to the goal. And she was completely flabbergasted, laid out on the back seat like, "Lord, why are we doing all of this? This is crazy. You don't even need a license," and stuff like that. And I told her that there's a way to do things and then there's a right way to do things. So trying to save your kids from all of that actually doesn't help them, because with the way that some people think, as soon as they run into adversities, it's going to hit them over the head. It's going to knock the wind out of them, and they're not going to know what to do. So parents, I had to be awakened to this as well. Stop trying to save your children from every little hiccup. They need to see those hiccups. They need to experience those hiccups, because life is not guaranteed. So you may say that I'm going to go and I'm going to do XYZ. Along the way of doing XYZ, there are going to be some hurdles and some bumps that come, and they need to know how to handle those things. Physically, emotionally, they need to have their mindset right. They need to know how to talk themselves off the ledge, okay? So that they can get back grounded and get back focused and make sure that that goal is first and foremost out in front of them. So let them see the things that are not going right. Let them experience it, but also let them experience when you do accomplish that win. Once you accomplish that win, talk about it, ask them their feelings on it, and then you guys go to the next thing. So that's all that I have to say today. Signing off, this is Rosalind, a Southern girl.